So I'm making this material information because you need to read reality. Like in the Age of Empires, any book. I mean, when you don't read the reality in you, reality does not happen. You just collapse yourself into another possibility that is just to be an object, that is to be a part of ecosystem. Like you have no will, you have no freedom. Another is just to be a deceptive entity, self-deconstructing entity, but you will never be human. The action of reading itself, people is so materialistic now, compulsive materialist, that they understand that reading, literally the action of reading, is a power. And if you read, you change, not just yourself, the entire ecosystem. Humanity is showing it to you. 1,000 years ago, whatever humans have existed, more they can read of reality, more have changed in many different ways. So there is a quantum entanglement happening that through long periods of time is being looked through classical mechanics like something particular. But you will understand that happens. You will understand that also happens that in this precise moment, in a light speed or can be faster, that doesn't matter. So the metaphor here is of the light speed is to you to understand that it's so fast that there is no technology, there is no mind, there is only the action of consciousness itself that can grasp it, that can be aware of it. So reading nature and reality is a service to yourself first. But if you are really like humanitarian or you have some empathy for living entities, compassion, what really that means and represents, like I say in one quote, compassion and empathy is like salt and pepper for food, but for life. A life without them is almost the same as with them, but with them, life taste or the nourishment of life gives to you, because it literally happens like that with food too, is existing in another dimension. No person that is materialist compulsive or is a child still in its mind and just is treating itself and manipulating itself through narratives, names, characters, artificial symbols, will never be able to grasp that existence. That is what is called love. That is what is called freedom. That is what is called God. That is what is called evolution. And it's like a sun of information, and the rest of people is living in darkness if they don't reach that level of interaction with the reality. In that sense, it's a development, it's something to reach, something to go and grasp. If you don't go and grasp, like a fruit in a tree, you will never eat. Has to do that with the Genesis, for sure. That is the fruit the Genesis talks, for sure, but also for sure in other possibilities, that fruit is also represented through the fruits of a tree or any different type of tree that gives you the nourishment enough to be able to grasp the reality. If you don't feed yourself properly, if you don't sleep properly, if you don't do proper physical exercises, your brain will not develop to be able to grasp that reality. It's like if you have existed lobotomized from your brain, suppressed and deconstructed with a lot of chemicals, like a vicious alcoholic person, and you were all your life walking like stunned. You have seen, since I was 19, 17 years old, I make this metaphor. Yes, as you are inside a hospital and you see people that is already without energy dying, and you see that they cannot grasp anything from the room, they don't even know who else is there around them, and you can see everything. So imagine that same difference between you and the people walking in the street, but that also have a lower level of organic energy and a lower level of information process capacity. What do you appreciate more, that or your car? And feeling because you have a car, you are okay. So that's why people cannot understand how many people live in that sense, and they prefer to be human before anything else. That doesn't mean later you cannot have a car. But if you don't do that process first, and before you give it up to acquire possessions and enter in one of the collapses of the mind into its different existence and stay there forever, it will not be useful, and you will always be in suffering. That is the noble truths of Siddhartha, of the Buddha. He is giving you the 4 levels of composition of consciousness, but into the frame structure of sufferment in the sense of medical pathologies, and how that it develops, and how that exists, and that is not magical, that is not a religion, that is a technique. Now here I'm doing it in the construction of systematic structural pyramid of evolution of the globe Earth as an entity, as a living thing, not just as a piece of stone there spinning in the solar system. Like most people, they really just see that on the Earth as they see of themselves, just pretty much the same, a thing that is just there, lost everywhere. You will lose all your appealing for life. You will not get excited for anything at the end. You will be totally destroyed and numb. Even at the end anyways, your goal or intention was to live life. But through collapsing in one of these dimensions, you are privating yourself to get with the individuals, to relate with the consciousness that allows you to keep growing. At the same time, you feed back the growth of the rest. So if you enter in that state, you are pretty much self-slaving yourself. Nobody else will be doing that more than you. And of course, there is already a construct of persons that live into the same culture of self-slaving themselves through one of these 3 different collapses of mind. You will belong there. That will be your place, but you will not be able to do anything else. That is where the Hinduism got created. So Hinduism is not really a nice religion in that sense. The post-Hinduism that make the Upanishads and make philosophical claims and reflection upon it, that is the physicians reconstructing a perverted narrative of the human existence. So before no. So you will be very predictable, that's the point. You don't like control, you don't like governments, you are revolutionary. I mean, when you stay like a stupid asshole you are being all your life, you will be totally controlled, totally manipulated, totally used, enslaved, and so on, because you are already doing it to yourself. The people that does the service of satisfying your necessity of being a slave by yourself, actually they are more close to be friends with me than anybody else that is not doing that, because it's not their fault. Even, of course, in your victimist narrative, you are looking for somebody to blame of your own pain. Yes, because in this sense, people that give these services, at least they have the awareness that this exists, and they can talk with you about it and relate with that familiarly and understand that nobody has the fault. And, hey, what's up? How is going your farm of humans? It's going good, Elias, as you say. Now they are in this state of mind, as you say, and we are seeing how we take more profit of it. Perfect, you are doing it great. Keep going. I see you in Thailandia. Why do you think that even the industries, the companies, the governments, every possible position you can take to work was not even more available for the people from the same country. They accept more people to just crowd everything, because every of that person is a channel of wealth transfer. When they fail, it's like, oh sure, yeah, like flies, stay there, and when you die, I just harvest you and I take everything you have and buy. Ciao. That is the business of migration in that sense. And you all are following the false god, no? The symbol of money. You are not entering and being part of the society. What are you doing there? You are fucking crazy. You are stupid, dreaming that you will have a better life in a place that there is no more space for you. Neither there is the means and the channels through you will be able to be treated as a human, and people will respect legally your rights. Okay, that's the point. It's like, okay, you are still with the need of being a slave. Okay, please. Like it's the coming back from the Jewish people to Egypt. So a guy took them out, and they were complaining the whole fucking way, and now they got bored of being free, and they go back. Nice trip. Have a nice trip. But that's what populism is about: create false narratives to mind control person and to masses, try to deconstruct or create business of deconstruction competence. It's not just. It's good to respect humans for what it is, even loving them by really perceiving them from what they are. But it's not good to fall false love for the masses, because at the end, what are the masses? Can be a bunch of idiots, self-destructive, stupid persons. Can be erudites, can be mind controllers, can be infants just following false narratives like this, like that. So it's not like the right thing is always just to give everything for population and masses. No, not necessarily. Depends. In that, Christianism also is right. It's very easy. Like you can go and pervert all humanity with your stupid drugs and prostitutes and false education, industrial products, and so. And then get confronted with the people that need to control you and say, I know, but wait, the people, care for the people. That is your people. But that's what they will say, not me. That's how that works. Me, what I will say? Om Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya. If you understand, perfect. If not, sorry for you. It's the same rhetoric. So who is crying right now? Who is dying right now? This is like this person. They are the ones suffering now. I mean, they have always suffered, but really you can get to the consequence of crossing yourself through a wall or with a bomb. And bye.